the murderous tendencies of the Fulani Janjaweed. But here we must do so. But first of all, let us pray. And I will pray in the language of heaven, the oldest language on the face of this very earth. Eze onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, eze ndị nsọ, onye anyị na-aja mma wee na-eto wee na-agọzi aha nsọ ya mgbe niile, onye ọ bụ naanị ya nwee ike niile, onye sitere n'okwu ọnụ ya sọsọ wee kee ihe niile bụ ihe kere eke n'ụbọchị nke taa, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ usu niile nke ndị agha, Chineke nna nke ụmụ ogbenye, Chineke nna nke ndị Biafra, Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, onye anyị na-aja mma, onye ndị mmụọ ozi na-efe, onye mmụọ na-erubere isi, onye mmadụ dabere n'ahụ ya, onye ọ bụ naanị ya ka ndị okenye na-atụ mkpọ ọlaedo na mmasị na ọ dị nsọ. Ndị Igbo tụrụ gị ebighị ebi n'ihi na ịbụghị mmadụ, ịbụghị mmụọ, ịbụ Chineke nna. Ọ bụ naanị gị ka anyị na-akpọ, ka anyị enweghị iche ọzọ ewezụga gị. Anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọ bụ aha gị ka anyị ji aba mba were n'anya isi. Ihe niile nke anyị bụ n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ site na amara gị, onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna. O nweghị onye ọzọ ewezụga gị Chineke. Anyị wee na-ekele gị, na-asị gị biko bịa ọsọ ọsọ na ndị na-abatawa ụmụ gị n'ime, ndị ekworo karịrị akarị n'ime anyị. Nna nke ebere dị ngọzi, were amara gị na ebere gị bịa ka iwe zọpụta ndị gị. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị ka iwe mee ngwa ngwa n'ihe na Fulani abatawo anyị ime, ma ọsọ ọsọ gị onwe gị bụ eze ebube dị ngọzi ka iwe zọpụta ndị gị. Ndị niile kuniri si na ha bụ ndị iro Biafra, ndị niile ka ha rabụ ndị kuniri wee na-agba anyị mgba, ka ha rabụ ndị pụtara na nna nke ebere dị ngọzi si na Biafra agaghị adị, ndị dị etu agaghị adị. Onye nwe m, ihe ga-abụ nke ha. Ọgbọ aghara ga-anọ n'etiti ụtụtụ ehihie abalị, mkpụrụ obi ha agaghị enwe ezumike. Ị ga-achụghachi ha azụ n'ihere nke onwe ha. Ha niile bụ ndị kuniri wee na-akpagbu Biafra. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna, ị ga-ala ha niile n'iyi, n'ihi na okwu ibu ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ma leta anyị onwe anyị nna nke ebere dị ngọzi, anyị onwe anyị bụ ụmụ gị ndị na-anya isi n'aha nsọ gị, bụ ndị na-emere ọgọ. Onye nwe m, bụ ndị na-achị iru gị mgbe niile, bụ ndị sitere n'aha ha na-abụ ụmụ ha wee na-enye aha nsọ gị otuto. Anyị onwe anyị bụ ndị nwe ezi ịhụnanya ebe nzọpụta gị nakwa. Emere mgbe anyị na-asị na nke dị so na anyị ga-ebuli aha nsọ gị elu. Chineke nke igwe, anyị ga-aja gị mma. Onye kere eluigwe n'ụwa, anyị ga-akpụ isi ala nye gị. Anyị bụ ụmụ ogbenye. Onye nwe m, o nweghị ihe ọ bụla nke anyị bụ n'iru gị, n'ihi na ọ bụ anọkpa ahụ ka anyị bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, kama na okwu nsọ gị na-anọgide ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. Ihere pụrụ ime mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi, kama ị gaghị ekwe ka ihere wee mee okwu nsọ nke gị, n'ihi na ọ bụ okwu ka iji wee kee eluigwe maka elu ụwa. Okwu nke i kwuru, nkwa nke i kwuru anyị, okwu ọgba ndụ nke i kwuru n'isi anyị, eze ebube dị ngọzi ga-abịarịrị na mmezu, na Biafra ga-abịarịrị na nke ebere. Ị ga-emere anyị amara gị, n'ihi na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye enyemaka, naanị gị bụ onye nzọpụta. Ọ bụ naanị gị ka a na-etu Elohim Adonai El Shaddai, onye dị nsọ ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. Nara ekele, otuto, nsọpụrụ, ịja mma site n'ebighị ma ruo n'ebighị ebi ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise ise.
Amuna gibili ben kamo bamaichangwa Chineke nyelo mudiaka godozo bodani kamona gibili ben Nandi kamo bamaichangwa Chineke nyelo mudiaka godozo bodani kamona gibili ben Nandi kamo bamaichangwa Chineke nyelo mudiaka godozo bodani kamona gibili ben Boponu ya Santa Ijuku ya Santa Omume ya Santa Bureni ya Komputa Onu ya Santa Ijuku ya Santa Bureni ya Komputa Chineke nyelo mudiaka godozo bodani kamona gibili ben Chineke nyelo mudiaka godozo bodani kamona gibili ben Onu ya Santa Ijuku ya Santa kọmputa. Ya webe, ya sọba, ya webe, ụlọelu ya kọmputa. Ọmalịcha nwa Chineke nyere obodo aka ka ọ dozie obodo anyị. Ka mụ na gị biri ibe ndụ. Ụlọelu ya kọmputa.
Hello, my wonderful people of Biafra, my fellow Biafra. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of us, depending on your time zone. This is Mazi Ezumezu Kwensu. Please, as I welcome you, please endeavor to welcome others. Before I proceed, I will say I'm sorry for time wasting, but it's not easy, Then think that we cannot come online, but here we are. It's not easy. We are sorry for the delay. It's just because of due to the technical issues. But at the end of the day, we move. At the end of the day, we move. We must preach this gospel. It's a must. We must preach this gospel. So please, as I welcome you, please endeavor to welcome others. We are live at our various platform. Ikechukwu is Maze, where we share the program there. We are not live there. Please, if you are watching from there, please endeavor to share the program. We are live at Ikechukwu Umadi Ezumezu. Please, let's build this page too. Is better. Let's build it also. Please share the program if you're watching. If you are following me, if you are watching from there, and also follow me from there. We are also live at Mazi Ezumezu Kwensu, the page. The page I think we're up to 1/5 or something like that now, or 1/4 something. So we are coming up. Please follow me on that page. Ikechukwu Mazi Ezumezu Kwensu. Follow me on there, and on YouTube, man, I salute to YouTube. On YouTube, we are doing wonderful. I must be honest with you. I never believe it. No? And on YouTube, we are 100 and something people on YouTube now, and people are engaging in our videos on YouTube. This is fantastic. Remember, this YouTube, when a few months we created YouTube, it was only 2 people in YouTube. Only 2 people in YouTube. 2 people. 2 people in YouTube. At a point, we become 5. At a point, people are not watching. But go to the YouTube and see. Ikechukwu Ezumezu. Go and see. People, we are 100 and something. This is wonderful. That tells you that we are doing the right thing. And in my program, I have a lot of fans from Biafra government in the side, those that are living China, Samankita, and we that obey the code of conduct. Organic. My fans is organic. So on YouTube, I dug my cap. I said, please, if you are not follow me on YouTube, please go and follow us on YouTube. It's very important. Follow us on YouTube. It's very, very important. Mazi Ekenengo, Mazi Cosmos Dulu. Ekenengo Mazi. You always reporting Ekenengo. I dug my cap for you, Mazi. The senior comrades, Mazi Cosmos Zulu from America. The coordinator, Ekenengo Mazi. Thank you so much, Mazi Cosmos Dulu. Thank you so much. So, Biafrans, today's program is going to be wonderful. Today's program is going to be fantastic. We're going to talk about a lot of things today. And like I said, the flyer said that we are thankful to the wise counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. We are thankful to the wise counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. No, may Okike lead you and other lead you on the battles ahead and other legal team. We are thankful to Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. Biafrans, if you guys should remember when I told you guys that I saw Aloy Ejimakor bringing our leader out, and it was on the back of our leader, putting on black and big bag, and only was on the front with white, with small bag and putting on white. Remember, I told you guys that story. Now you can see the fight, the dog fight for Aloy Ejimakor, forcing Supreme Court to release the CTC. It's not easy. Forcing, you can see it can see its accident. You can see the action for Aloy Ejimakor. It was on Twitter, it was on Facebook, it all let everywhere on there, on media on there, on that ground on there. One another asị onye ntị ike n'afọ ọnụ ụzọ na moto na-abịa. Ọ ntị ike ka o nwere, na o nwere anya na-abụ, ọ na-afụ moto. There's nothing I will tell you here that is not on media, or there's nothing I will tell you here that is new, but maybe I will just remind you. If I won't forget to go, maybe I will just remind you guys. But there's nothing I'm going to preach here, I'm going to say here that is new. Nothing. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. But rather, due to some of us, we easily forgot. Rather, I will remind you guys. So on that fly, I think the wise counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor and his team, for not giving up. For not giving up in this struggle. For fighting with every single blood in him. Today, the CTC is out. Today, the CTC is out. Now, let's bring the tweets from him. Let's bring the tweet from Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. Look at the tweets. Look at the tweets from him. Here's the tweet from him. He said, because let me just recap the topic we're going to treat today before we move into action. So we have to talk about Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. His doggedness, his resolute, his focus, his fearless. And we're going to pass a message to Ejimakor Wafo, not to mislead people. No, I told you guys that this is not 2021. This is not 2020. We are in 2024. I'm here. I'm here to debunk every shenanigan, every lies, every junk. I'm here eating the mother Timbodombo with Ezoku Chineke. O Timbodombo master with Ezoku Chineke. I'm here to do that. I'm here to pass the gospel. This is not 2021. No, at all. No. Because I use our little platform. I use our little space to debunk every shenanigan, every lies from these Gentiles. Yes, we do that. So that is why Ejimakor Wafo, be one. Don't mislead people. Don't mislead people. Be one. Here with your last warning. On Vogue on. Go and answer others. On your mepon cool any. Oh yeah, because any way Ziemozi, Zende Dendo. Obiam nisi, Obiam nobi, Obiam no. And in one eme, go and ask sack lawyer, Ejofo. Okay, now where? Now what Puake will know before will come mad. If not, it's end game. If I won't care. The videos are there. The videos are there. Go and check again about this teacher media worms and China Sawankita. When the Spirit of God left you, when the Spirit of Biafra left you, you are not a lot of them, the Spirit of Biafra have left them. They become making mistakes. And they be a liaka. Go, the lake all the there. So we are going to warn Ejimakor for tonight. And also, we are going to talk about the network, they have started planting load mine in the north. Maybe I'm going to show it a little because of Facebook community standard. So please, as you come in, please hit your like button. It's very important. Hit your like button. Hit your like button. Hit and love. Show some love and hit your like button and share the program. It's very important. And don't forget tonight, our golden voice is coming on Biafra Radio. Ikechukwu Onoala, our barrister, is coming. 9:30 Biafra time. So I make this program fast to see can we meet here, can we put online where go on our where we worship on Biafra Radio. So our golden voice is coming on Biafra Radio. So endeavor to follow us there too. Tonight, 9:30 Biafra time. So my people, what are we saying today? We will bring a lot of news for you about the White Counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. Now the CTC, you guys remember when Barrister Aloy Ejimakor talked about the CTC? When he was talking about the CTC, at a point, he even dragged Nigeria government to House of Lords in UK. A lot of pleasure we are coming. A lot of pleasure we are coming. Asking Nigeria know what is going on. And that's why I say that please, if we are not on Twitter, please be on Twitter. And be on Twitter. There are 4 people you must follow. Barrister Aloy Ejimakor, Kanu Takano, Solomon U. Egbo, and Biafra Radio. These are the 4 units you must follow on Twitter, handle. You must follow and retweet every of their tweets. And you must retweet every of their tweets. You must retweet it. It's very important. It's very important. So, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor said that today, that was 24th. Today is what? I think today is 25th. Today is 23rd. Today is 23rd. So, being on yesterday, being 22nd, 2024. Yesterday. So, yesterday, came with the news from our White Counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. Say, today, the Supreme Court released the CTC of its judgments in Federal Republic of Nigeria versus Mazin Nanikano. The court also promised to transmit the case file to the Federal High Court by tomorrow, sooner than later. We shall lock on at the Federal High Court. Free MNK. He said, free Mazin Nanikano. So, for those of you that are still doubting, for those of you that are still calling us code of conduct, unafugo apikukwe kugo now. Unafugo na fada na eji 2000. Ikukwe kugo na afugo ike okuko. For those of you that are doubting us, for those of you that are attacking Aloy Ejimakor, you have seen who is working now. You have seen who is working with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? When do you hear updates from Ejimakor about our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I'm asking you guys, when do you get any update from him? When do you get updates from Ifeanyi Ejiofor? All those, they are sad. They are sad. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have nothing to do with them, because those men have played a very bad role. When we tell you guys that these men compromise, you guys think we don't know what we're saying. We told you guys that these guys, they compromise. They play that role. They play that role with federal government to delay Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the role they played. Sorry, I'm just talking to my son. It's time for him to go to bed here. So, for those of you that are still doubting, can you doubt now? Can you doubt everything that come out from this little platform? Can you doubt everything that's coming out from this little space? I told you guys before that I have no reason to lie to you guys. I have no reason to lie to you guys. That's what I promise you guys, that I will say the way it is. I will bring the truth to you guys. Now, I ask again, when last did you receive updates from Ejimakor, San Ejimakor? When last did you receive the updates from Ifeanyi Ejiofor? When? I said when? You have known who is in charge. Who is in charge is Aloy Ejimakor, the wise counsel. Although Ifeanyi Ejiofor told you guys before that he asked if they will have the new legal team, he asked them to work together. And I said to him, so now you know that it's good to work together. But when you came online to disclaim, to issue a disclaimer against your fellow colleague, Aloy Ejimakor, you don't know you guys have to work together. When you came online to say you're going to expose Barrister Aloy Ejimakor, you guys have to work together. When Chinasa Wankita is attacking the legal team, you guys don't know our guys have to work together. Now you know, because you're going that again. Now you know that it's good to work together. Onye akpa na-acha n'ụzọ. Onye akpa na-acha n'ụzọ. Ejimakor akpagogu cha n'ụzọ. Ifeanyi Ejiofor akpagogu cha n'ụzọ. Barrister Aloy Ejimakor is the man we know. Maka no onye bu igwu ka egwu na-eso. When this CTC, when they refuse to release it, we can see all the action from Barrister Aloy Ejimakor up and down. You can see the actions up and down. We can see the petition from Barrister Aloy Ejimakor, and today it's out. And as soon as it's out, he came online. He came on media to tell us that CTC is out. Do you get the news from Ifeanyi Ejiofor? I'm asking you. Do you get the news from Ifeanyi Ejiofor? The answer is no. Do you get the news from Ejimakor? The answer is no. For those of you that are calling us, that called us code of conduct, and we gladly accepted that name because we must obey IPOB code of conduct. We must obey every single instruction from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Onyewa, our leader. We must do that. We could remember in those days when they are asking our leader to come out and do whatever he's asking. And Chinasa Nwolu will be telling us that he put a question to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, asking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is this struggle a family business? What kind of insult is this? And you guys, you gullible ones, are clapping, right on. Chinasa Wankita will come on Radio Biafra, open his smelly mouth, telling us he asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he put a question, he asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is this struggle a family business? Telling us that he told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that there's going to be a big trouble when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out. Today, Chinasa Wankita, you say you are coming on 27th. We are waiting for you. You must come and confess again. You must come and confess again. You must come and confess again. So Chinasa Nwolu will open his mouth and tell you that he asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is this struggle a family business? Then I asked Chinasa Nwolu, were you there when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu planned about this IPOB? Were you there? Were you there when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sit down with his brother, telling them the law they have to follow? You know there. You know they do this struggle. Are you there? Before any of us, the family is not there. Before any of us are mad about this IPOB, that there will be something like IPOB. The family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is aware. The family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has agreed the law they're going to follow. The family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have accepted the task ahead before any of us, before me and you. But they will come because use the power of microphone to deceive the gullible ones. But we refuse to be deceived. People like us refuse to be deceived. Remember, what I'm telling you here is nothing but the truth. That is why it may be sounding so dead in your ear, or it may be sounding like a thunder on your ear, but we don't care. We must preach the gospel. We must preach the truth. I agree with the truth. That truth that you guys refuse to hear. When you are here in my platform, you must hear it, or you go away. But lie, because lies don't last test of time. Lies don't last test of time. Truth lasts test of time. We remember when they're telling you guys that family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want to buy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to undergo surgery in DSS, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been poisoned. It's confirmed. All those propaganda today, all those propaganda, where is it? All those propaganda, where is it? All those cat media worms, where are they today? That's why I told you guys, truth lasts forever. Go and check them. They are those cat media worms. They are saying Some of them, Paul Achebe told you guys that no one will use him to fight anyone again. That they have been fooled. This is a statement from Paul Achebe. Go to his page, it's there. Paul Achebe told you guys that they have been fooled, they have been used against innocent people. Against innocent people. To castigate innocent people. To blackmail people. Today, 1 million teeth, 1,000 teeth, Methuselah is asking you guys, who are they that are in IPOB new finance that Chike Duzum created? Is this question Methuselah 1 million teeth is asking you? Who are the people that are in new IPOB finance department Chika Paul Duzum created? Because you guys wanted to destroy every single thing our leader created. Maznan can have a department of finance, and Madam Nenya is head of finance. And our leader said that everything is documented. Every single thing is documented and accounted. Even Maznan can look where Madam Nenya. As soon as Onyendu was the rendition, Chika Paul Eduzem now used Dr. Donald Azubike to create a lot of accounts. Now I'm asking you guys, who is in charge of Chika Paul Eduzem IPOB finance department? Who is in charge? They created accounts in South Africa, call it welfare account. They created accounts in Germany that they use expenditure to create. They created an account in Australia, call it community account. So I'm asking you guys, let me help Methuselah to ask you guys, please, those that are watching me, just I want you to comment. Please, who is in charge? Who are the people? Who are they that is in charge of the finance Chika Paul Eduzem created? Who is in charge? Who is in charge? People, in charge. Apart from the so that tomorrow, you guys can say, okay, all this man, Able that Nankonye ndu tinye. No one is easy. Nkunu tinye na nkolo onye dị in charge. Nkunu tinye na nkolo onye dị in charge ka na-agba unu nkịta lachi unu anya. Ana m ajụ unu before Chineke akpụ unu n'ọkụ. Nkunu tinye na nkolo onye dị, who is in charge? Obunya ụzọ mụta dị ọkpala. Obunya ụzọ mụta dị ọkpala. Onye nwe ụlọ pụwasị biko na-ekwe flawa ndị flawa anya. Gbawalụ m ya mmiri. As soon as onye nwe ụlọ pụ, you look with the flower and call your own. Today, how far? I also ask you guys, is Chika Paul Eduzem receiving any information from Maznan Kanu? I'm asking, is Chika Paul Eduzem, as of today, getting instruction from Maznan Kanu or getting any message from Maznan Kanu? I'm asking. The answer is no. If Maznan Kanu want to issue a press release, we know the person that's issuing Maznan Kanu press release. And it's not that person than the wise counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. We have seen the two press release from Maznan Kanu. Officially, we have also seen the people, our leaders send message. His junior brother, Prince Meme, and also from Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. All those intimidation from Chinasa Wankita to IPOB legal teams. He used intimidation that I choose I want to do. I will ESN. He will his own people on his own men on ground. He used this word to intimidate a lot of our IPOB legal team. Barrister Nemeka, Maxwell, and the rest of them. Ask Chinas and Wanketa, when last did they call for DOS meeting? How many of them are in DOS now? How many of them? How many of them are in DOS department now? Ask Chinas and Wanketa. How many of them? Because he used intimidation. He used his men on ground. If you don't accept what he said, he will use his men on ground to intimidate you. And that's why a lot of them say, okay, I actually okay, no. If I'm lying, go and check 2021. At least you will know the number of DOS that always came on Biafra radio to talk. If I'm lying, I think you guys should remember. In 2021, some of them usually come on radio to talk. When last do you see them? When last did you see them? Today, Mazin Nane Biafra IPOB is Awugol family business. Today, IPOB Awugol family business up here. Today, IPOB Awugol family business. I'm not June. Awugol family business. They are working underground. For 3 years, you are working underground without no evidence. When we are asked, you will tell us that you send letters to various head of countries. That is your achievement. And the letter you sent to them, what is the result? The letter you sent to them, what is the result? I will bring up a post from Benjamin Magdubugo. Biafrans, I want to bring up this post. I want you guys to see this post from Benjamin Magdubugo. Yeah. I hope you guys can see it. I hope you guys can see it. This post is from Benjamin Magdubugo. I hope you guys can see it. And Benjamin Magdubugo said, then turned us against each other to distract us from turning against them. Biafrans, I want you to read this post from Benjamin Magdubugo. He said, then turn us against each other to distract us from turning against them. Then this post is in two ways. Excuse me, let me sip of water. This post is in two ways. One, if he was not talking about maybe the religion, about how white men bring their shenanigans in Africa, make us to turn each other, not to, either that, or he was talking about IPOB issues. What is going on in IPOB struggle? What is going on in the Biafra struggle? I don't know if you're getting my point. Get on TV, because this is media. Whatever you said, it will be there for you tomorrow. So that is why everything I said I have on the evidence, and I would like to clarify myself. Fine. This post from Benjamin Magdubugo, because he did not try to specify it clear. Either it was talking about the religion, that they brought religion for us, and they make us to turn against each other in order not to know what the Westerners are doing. Or two, he was talking about what is going on in Biafra struggle. Now, if he was talking about what is going on in Biafra struggle, this is my take, and this is my response to him. Benjamin Madubugo, when ka mkpọ 3 times ka mkpọ ọgụ, Chineke ya akpọ gị ọkụ. Ọ bụ that we na-ekwu about that this your post is talking about what is happening in IPOB family and Biafra struggle at large. As in Chineke ya akpọ gị ọkụ. You know why? Because you are part of them that caused this problem, and think that you guys will subdue we that obey instruction of Mazen and IPOB code of conduct. You are part of them because at some point you started receiving money. Any money you requested, they gave to you without no accountability, without no officially documented. Because any money they ask from head of finance, he must give a reason for demanding the money. But right now, nobody. Once you say it, oh yeah, okay, this is what is going on. And he saw this and he refused to say. And you know it was against the ethics of IPOB structure. He did not say anything. No, he made sure. Second, you saw Chinasa Nworu for 3 years. And check Biafrans, I want you guys to start taking record or go back and check. For 3 years, anytime Chinasa Nwankita come on Radio Biafra, if he did not talk about Mazen Nankan family, he have not started. I said, go and check all the program from Chinasa Nwankita from 2021 to this day. Every time he come on air, he must make sure he castigates our leader's family. Excuse me. I said, go and check. Oh, now, come here and prove me wrong. Go and check Chinasa Nworu program, Chinasa Nwankita program. Every single Chinasa Nwankita program, Chinasa Nwankita makes sure he castigate his leader family on air. On air. He must make sure he castigated his leader family on air. Is that sound like a loyal servant? Is that sound like a loyal servant? One now, Mazes Mezneku, Mwekwensu, Okum Nadaka Tonda. If you are not honest, you cannot withstand my program. And that's why I said that I am the last person to put on phone number. No. If you want, I bring you in. No. And I may chase a crowd or come here and get a phone number. No. I bring you in. Go and check Chinasa Nworu program from 2021 to date. He must make sure he castigated our leader family on air. That is his duty. He must make sure he talk about them. He castigated them, and he said this is a loyal servant. Of course not. I ask you, who introduced that word absent of Mazen and Kano? Who introduced it? Who bring it in IPOB? It was Chinasa Nwankita. It was Chinasa Nwankita that brought it in absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go and check Chika Paul Edoziem when he have a meeting with Utumataka Highway then. He never used the word absent. He said to you that Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Onyendu will lead this struggle anywhere he is. This is the statement from. Wait, let me play it. Can try a player for you guys? You guys are in my platform.
Can hear him, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay. Okay, and I was saying that I thank sister that just spoke, especially again because at the last conclusion of her statement, said it all. She said it all because she said, I'm the second in command. I'm the second in command. The first in command is there. I cannot honestly be expected to take over the work of the first command. The first command is reachable. He is still in charge. And that is what I have been trying to let our people know. That is also what the enemy wants us to prove. They want us to isolate our leader.
Unanolea? I am the second in command. The first in command is there. The first in command is reachable. Wait, let me see play to her.
Can hear him, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay. Okay, and I was saying that I thank sister that just spoke, especially again because at the last conclusion of her statement, said it all. She said it all because she said, I'm the second in command. I'm the second in command. The first in command is there. I cannot honestly be expected to take over the work of the first command. The first command is reachable. He is still in charge. And that is what I have been trying to let our people know. That is also what the enemy wants us to prove. They want us to isolate our leader. Isolate him in the sense that believing that he's not in control. Onyendu is in control, and that is what we must push across. I am second in command. When there are issues that I can deal with immediately and deal with as second in command that does not need the input of Onyendu, I deal with them because I know he has taught me how to deal with those issues. But if there are so weighty issues that we need the first in command to make an input, I will act according to his instructions. And as I'm speaking to you, Onyendu is seized of the allegations about his head of finance. I know the instructions as he told me to carry out. Based on that, he has not asked me to remove anybody, and I cannot remove anybody because Onyendu, people are going around saying, I said it on my broadcast. And I'm very disappointed. If you go around, you're talking about what is it called? Autopilot. What is the meaning of autopilot? Autopilot when the leader is there. Are we deliberately trying to isolate him? That now we are running autopilot. No, there is a vacuum of leadership. I said it on my because that is what they want us to do. We must push it all the time that the Onyendu is in charge. That is what scares the our enemy. If we reduce his authority, we are putting him in danger. And I cannot be part of that. So until he tells me in that...
You hear it? If you reduce his authority, you are putting him in danger. This is from Chika Paul Edoziem 2021. Oh, Chukwukikabiama. This is from Chika Paul Edoziem 2021. What he said. If you reduce the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are putting him in danger. Today, then I ask you guys, who is reducing the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today? Who is reducing the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today? Why did they use that word absent? That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is absent. That Chika Paul Edoziem is in charge. Is he not reducing the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Is he not reducing the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The same Chika Paul Edoziem told you guys that he is the second in command, that the first in command is there and is reachable. These are the words of Chika Polydosem in 2021. But the same Chinas and Wankita introduced absent of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to reduce the authority of our leader. Are you getting my point? Onwe na bu n'isi today. I say the way it is. I'm not a gullible follower like you guys. No. My leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is the voice I had and joined this struggle. No any other voice. Only any voice at all in this earth was the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you tell me at my age, amara m anya alụrụ na anya enere. I ask you guys, who is reducing the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who? Chinasa Wankita. He is the one that introduced absent of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Absent of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then okay, the second one. He tell you guys about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was on the mountain praying. He told you guys that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was on the mountain praying. That Kanta Kanu was asked about Onyendu, and Kanta Kanu said our leader was on the mountain praying, and they used these two things. They used this thing to cause a lot of havoc in this struggle in IPOB family. And Benjamin Madubugo, you know, the other his name, only we could Chineke Oko, Benjamin Madubugo. As with Chineke Oko can now wago. I can bring you up if you want to. You can impulse me that you want to come on my program to debunk what I'm saying. To debunk what I'm saying. All those things no. And they use those statements. You don't know that they are turning us against each other. You make you know. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have taken a drastic way or decision. Now you know that they turn us against each other because you know that you guys has been cut off. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say 100 men. He said 100 men. You know that you guys has been cut off. Has been cut off. Sometimes I see, sometimes you post Aloy Ejimakor issue. Sometimes you post a little to the left, little to the right. One block for IPOB. You must remain one place. That you can't sit on the fence. Now you know that they turn us against each other. When Chinasa Nwoolu is making this statement, it might not have caused a lot of division in this movement. Chineke kpọrọ ọkụ. Benjamin Madubugo, that's Chineke kpọrọ ọkụ. When Chinasa Nwoolu introduced this statement in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but go and check Chika Polydosem. I played the video now. In 2021. Did they sound the same? The answer is no. When Chinasa Nwoolu introduced, now our leader was on the mountain praying, or sound the same. Chineke kpọrọ ọkụ there. Mama for family people here. No, that person can not be. Chineke kpọrọ ọkụ. When Chinasa Nwoolu is using this family, it's not a family business. What are you saying? Kiwi put there. In all those things will bring a division in the family. When Chinasa Nwoolu say he asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is this struggle a family business? What do you say? Today you are crying. Today you are crying. Today you want to tell us that they turn us against each other for them to have their way. but you accepted then when they're turning us against each other. So this message for Benjamin Madabugu, cut this area and send to him. Call this area and send to him. I'm here to be collected. Now, Biafrans, like I said, the CTC is out, and we know very soon, we will hear the dates of the court. And remember, a night with Mazen Nandi Kanu. That was day for yesterday, yeah. Those of you that are joining this program, that day. That na 11 days, na I know something. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a prophet. No, a night to Mazen Kanu midnight program. Go and check the play I paid there. 11 days. If my year, okay, just yesterday, they released the CTC. ACZ for more than 33 days. Akachineke, now in this movement. So, dear friends, we have to appreciate the wise counsel, Barrister Ejimakor. We have to appreciate him. And Tiane with other legal team for the battle ahead. Because I can't chala. Oh my, I can't chala. And at the end, we will win. That at the end, IPOB will win. At the end, Biafra will win. Now, before we go to a more powerful, let's bring this post up. Yeah, most of you guys have followed this post from this Abia lawmaker, stamp Buhari over eliminating Kanu. You guys have forget, because when Adesina, Femi Adesina or something, said that the plan was to eliminate Mazen Kanu, but Buhari said no and started to kidnap him. Then you can see the response of the lawmaker. The lawmaker will say, it's time for you to tell us more. That how will you on earth trying to eliminate Mazen, trying to think about that? Ibu Mazen Kanu. Why on earth? And these are some of the good politicians Chinasa Nworu is telling you to go against. It's attacking. These are there, some of them. These are some of the politicians that are working for Mazen Kanu. But Chinasa Nworu will go on air. We engineer you guys to attack. We all know that Nigerian politicians are not good. We know that. That's for sure. But always some. We can manage. And those one we can manage. We have to encourage them about that you must do the will of the people. You don't need to attack them. This lawmaker take it upon himself. Go to premium newspaper and read his comment. You about Buhari. Go there and read. You about there. And then when people like that again, Chief Dan Ulasi, and when people like him, Chief Dan Ulasi is a politician also. We know what he's doing. And remember, Chief Dan Ulasi is a political advisor to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So we should also attack Chief Dan Ulasi. You know, China Sanwo Balunu. China Sanwan Kita Balunu me. Today, all the a lot of command on there. No one is taking it out. All those chat card media worms. Etigonwo Otimbodombo. Etigonwo Otimbodo. They are not talking anymore. I don't know for Chibuze Guatu. I don't know for some videos some upload. How can Onye Polo Unwe IPOB, Polo Unwe Media Warrior na Nigeria? I'm not against him, no na Nigeria. No, I'm not against him. No na Nigeria. It's a good thing. I'm not against him. But I don't know. Take it to Nigeria. The same people I now fighting with, you now use their security to protect yourself. The same people I now fight, Nigeria police, I now only fight. You now start using the people to protect yourself. Now start using Nigeria police to protect yourself. But it's another day. The short one now. Listen, all those caterpillar. Listen, caterpillar. Or those people on our communicate. The men on ground. You guys should stay away from Chibuze Guatu because it's directly working with DSS. If not, Ufaka will akana abo will Ufaka. So now, excuse me. China someone will ask you guys to go and attack the politicians. Attack this, attack that. Yes, of course we know. But not all of them. There are some that have conscience that are still okay, we can manage. Now let's bring a video from Chief Dan Ulasi. Let's listen to him. Chief Dan Ulasi. Let's listen to him a bit.
Kakaki, the African Voice, this Thursday morning, and it's time for us to go into our very first conversation. Of course, Adora did tell you earlier that we will be looking at the explosion that took place in Ibadan 2 days ago. But before we talk to Femi Amusha, we have joining us here in the studio Chief Dan Ulasi, who is, of course, a politician, elder statesman, and is also a political analyst and, of course, analyst of sorts on all national issues. Thank you very much, Chief Ulasi, for joining us.
Good morning, and thanks for having me.
It's good to see you.
Thank you. All right, so let's first of all start with the state of insecurity. I mean, you listened to the newspaper review and some of our reviewers' sentiments on the issue of insecurity. So, I mean, Chooks did say that this is not something that is new. We've heard several exposés, we've heard several reports, and it seems as if, you know, we're still applying the same kind of method for different, you know, situation. But let's get your take. There is a general outcry that Nigeria right now is under siege. Do you agree with that?
Well, you know, about 4 years ago on this platform, I said Nigeria was gradually coming to the level of Afghanistan. Some friends attacked me when I left the studio, but those friends today, they're calling saying they're sorry. I said, be sorry for yourself. With due humility, I think a lot. I have vision for tomorrow. Some years back, I used to be very sad with those who ascribe to our country some level of malignant pessimism. If everything was dead, I say it must be crazy. But today I'm the one who is now apologizing to them because I don't know whether, as I speak, we have a country. For you to be able to make a change in any system you find yourself, you must have changed yourself. It must be a process of change yourself. And when you look at the antecedents of Tinubu and his family, apart from Clinton and his wife, no leader anywhere in the world, past or present, nears the credentials he came into office with. Former senator, former governor, and now president of Nigeria. His wife, a former senator, vice president, a former governor, a senator, chief of staff, speaker of the federal house. How can you beat that credential? How can you? Isn't that incredible? And we are here talking about security, that. I was watching him in Owerri. If I open up my phone, you know, it's a long time I shed tears last. When I look at children lying beside their dead mothers in Plateau. They didn't know their mothers have died. And they were still waiting for their mother to come up and maybe give them some milk to suck. And my president was in Owerri for inauguration of a governor. That is the priority of President Ahmed Tinubu, who struggled for democracy with MKO Abiola in this country. He was in Owerri. People are being killed in southern Kaduna. They faced the explosion in Ibadan. There's crisis everywhere in this country. And there was a time I was here. I said I'm not a security expert, but it's simple common sense. There's one young man called Nnamdi Kanu. You can quantify him. You know where he is. You're keeping him. The bandits you cannot quantify. The Boko Haram, you don't quantify them. I don't know where they are. I don't know where they're coming from. But I believe most of them are Nigerians. Have we made any effort in terms of dialogue? If these people are Nigerians, what are our traditional rulers doing to relate to these people? What are their problems? Because you see that every conflict is about unresolved grievance. In all situations, there's something worrying somebody somewhere that he's protesting about. And in a country where more than 100 million people are now, they are so poor that the Senate president is doing a 61-year birthday, closes a stadium in Uyo, and you don't want young people to kidnap other people? I can't, it's a matter of contradiction. I don't know where we're coming from.
Well, Chief, let me ask you,
please,
something you said just now that caught my attention. Are you saying it's time to call a war council?
More than time to call a war council. And it is sad because I believe Tinubu is very competent with a lot of experience, that he needed no advice from anybody. But the problem is that he cannot sit down one place to think anymore. He was in Owerri and his wife was here addressing the kidnap of a man and his 6 daughters. I think 1 or 2 have been killed now. The wife, first lady, was addressing the country on behalf of her husband, who was in Owerri, having fun at the inauguration of what? Inaugurating where you can't move between Owerri and Olu.
It wasn't there alone. There were several governors.
It's the no-go area. Many places in this country are no-go areas. I've been in this business, for a very long time since we started politics with Malam Aminu Kano. We joined him myself. All of them are dead now. Chinua Achebe, people don't remember that Chinua Achebe was a member of People's Redemption Party. We looked at Aminu Kano for love. He loved this country so much that a lot of us joined in to see whether we can recalibrate this country. But typical of what is usual, we lost out. We had 2 governments in Kano and Kaduna. Balarabe later became reckless and they impeached him. So later we lost Kano too. So what I'm saying is we have to have a system of first to identify if we want to be a country. Because the system, we're now at a precipice. And it will be dangerous if this precipice becomes irreversible. It will be very dangerous. Because nobody wants to go on the highway anymore. There are times there was in this country, people travel only at night. Beautifully, can move from the east to the north at night.
All right, so let me come in here. I hear, the need to dialogue, and I hear you say there should be conversations, perhaps a war council. But beyond that, there have also been accusations of complicity, enablers of this, funders and sponsors of terrorism. We are yet to see them named. We're yet to see them shamed. Beyond the conversation, do you not think that even the enablers, even some who have been accused to be within the coffers of government, should actually be brought to book?
You know, I had advised some leaders, I had the privilege of getting close to them, that we need some form of strategic discipline, not self-indulgence. This is a crisis in the country today. You know, people have a reflective instinct towards self-preservation. And I used to say that when you combine this political ignorance that you see all over the place, you think they are politicians, they're ignorant. When you combine it with unyielding arrogance, you have political blindness. That is what is happening all 36 states. Somebody is a governor sitting on a table looking at 3, 4, 5, 10 billion. That's what he is disbursing. He doesn't think about anything else. Can you imagine my sister and my brother, 774 local governments, not water is not running anywhere. Where do you begin to discuss this country? Water is not running, 774 local governments. Water is not running anywhere. And they're not interested. They are not interested. And you don't want young men and women, you know, not to enter the business of kidnapping, where they get easy money. Bad as it is. But what do you want them to do? When you look at people carrying, jeeps, the governor is moving with 15, 20 jeeps.
But Chief Olase, is that really an excuse for
No,
criminality?
excuse for killing. What is the excuse for having a bad day at 61 and closing a stadium? What is the excuse for that? In the country, you tell people to tighten their belts, and they have no belt anymore to tighten, no stomach to tighten with any belt, and they watch a stadium closed down for somebody to do a 61 bad day. For what achievement? For what contribution to the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Because his people are servants, cooking, they are servants all over the country. Is that his achievement of 61 years?
No.
Ridiculous things. Let me tell you something. Ridiculous things are happening in this country, and we don't want to address it. We must have to begin to address it, or else the system will collapse.
Well, Chief Olase, the people of Akwa Ibom State, I don't think referring to them as servants across the country is a very charitable one.
Behind me. When he became governor, he swore that his people would stop being cooks and stewards all over this country. And they make a lot of money from that. When he left, the number increased. The number increased. And those who do this, they don't go to school. They don't go to school. Every state has its own negative peculiarity. But for a president of Senate, under the situation Nigeria is passing, he's the greatest offender. To close down a stadium with the first lady of Nigeria sitting down there. Do you see the shame a few days ago? They were launching a book on Buhari, who put Nigeria 20, 30 years behind. Launching a book. Gowon was there. And the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was there praising him. I was just listening to the discussions people were having at the press review with Pantani and all those stuff. Tell me what has gotten better since APC took over. In the next couple of months, I'll be leaving partisan politics just to become an advisor for whomsoever wants to. Because what I see in the field, why would there be no complicity? Each time I travel, and I drive myself most of the time, I have a tendency of trying to give police people, army people on the road, especially in Anambra, that I'm in the southeast that is occupied. I give them money, and you see the relaxation, in their looks, how happy they get. And I ask them, why are you here? Why can't you people clear these bandits, whomever they are? They say, okay, in this convoy you are looking at, you will see about legislators, governors, people who have no business address, carrying not less than 7, 8, 10 mobile police. You see them so fat. Some of them are being paid, apart from their salary, 3,000, 4,000 naira every day. And so you want us to go and die? You want us to go and die for Nigeria? When something happens to us, in 24 hours they will remove our families from the various police barracks. These are people God's supposed to be guarding you and I. And you see the grievance behind them. Is anybody thinking? When the new IG came, he said he would be relying on something. the same Nigerian police. So my worry, in summary, about Nigerian security, we have to recalibrate. The president has to tell himself the truth. I think people are now making money, both the military, everybody. It's now good business. Nigerian insecurity is now good business because a lot of unaccounted money is being budgeted and nobody
which accounts
knows,
for complicity as well.
Nobody knows what is going on with the money. So for them, this insecurity should continue. Because none of them, I haven't heard of any big person in this country that has lost a son or a daughter. Once that starts happening, then you see a change.
All right, and then it's now here in the FCT.
Yes.
We saw the town hall in Buhari that was held with the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, and he said that there will not be any hiding place for any bandit. But beyond that, there is still fear. I mean, a lot of people are really worried that now that so people are not even safe enough to go to work.
You know, the right of authority rests on the same way. You come to Ihala area. So
okay, Chief, yes. Let me interrupt you because
yes.
If we keep talking about what is wrong.
No, we're not talking about what is wrong. Because what is wrong is also part of the solution. Because it is common sense.
Let's go to the solution now.
Yes. Because what I'm saying is that this president has an unprecedented record following him. And I've said that was the first thing I said when I started talking. He was a legislator, he was a state governor, he's now president of Nigeria. So there's nothing about leadership that will be Greek to him. First lady, a senator, or was a senator. Vice president, 8 years governor, senator. Chief of staff, speaker. Tell me who has a better credential that they cannot sit down and start applying some form of solution from the experiences they have gathered over the years. I should be able, if I'm sitting down with the service chiefs, if they tell any lie, I can see through it. I was a Biafran army officer. When you tell a lie, I can see through it, unless you are complicit. How do we start? About just before you came back on board, I have seen Nnamdi Kanu 2 times with the DSS. Only one of the most brilliant, well-spoken young men this country has ever produced. One of the well-spoken, brilliant young men this country has ever produced. What's his problem? Talking about justice. And I asked President Tinubu, why don't you take one risk? Bring out Nnamdi Kanu. Look at the judgment of the Supreme Court on him. Almost 99%. The Supreme Court of Nigeria condemned the Federal Republic of Nigeria about all they did against Nnamdi Kanu. But said because the appeal court said the lower court had no jurisdiction, that they should go back for trial. They didn't condemn him for doing anything. His problem was justice for his people. And I asked the president, why don't you start somewhere? That's why I said Nnamdi Kanu is an identifiable quantity. Grant him the appeal court had released him already. Grant him freedom. Keep him in one place and see whether 90% of the problem in the Southeast will not.
But he escaped. He escaped from.
Why did he escape? Before. The same Supreme Court said that his family compound was attacked and more than 27, and he escaped. Supreme Court issued a judgment. He was running for his life. They attacked his father's compound, and he escaped. That's why he left. So what I'm saying is that let us start somewhere with some experimentation. Now the government is holding him. Let's take a risk. I'm prepared to guarantee that risk the government will take, because I discussed with him and I float on the same level with him. You may not like his methodology, but he has a lot of common sense. Is Nnamdi Kanu responsible for what is happening in Plateau with the bandits, with Boko Haram? It's everywhere. Is he responsible for the explosion in Ibadan? Everywhere. So why can't we start? You know, Igbos have a saying, if you have a lot of enemies surrounding you, you buy drinks. So what Nigerians, all Nigerians, I believe there must be something fundamental in the problems in this country that we cannot quantity. Grant him the appeal court had released with the service chiefs. If they tell any lie, I can see through it. I was a Biafran army officer. When you tell a lie, I can see through it, unless you are complicit. How do we start? About just before you came back on board, I had seen Nnamdi Kanu 2 times with the DSS. Currently one of the most brilliant, well-spoken young men this country has ever produced. One of the well-spoken, brilliant young men this country has ever produced. What's his problem? Talking about justice. And I asked President Tinubu, why don't you take one risk? Bring out Nnamdi Kanu. Look at the judgment of the Supreme Court on him. Almost 99%. The Supreme Court of Nigeria condemned the Federal Republic of Nigeria about all they did against Nnamdi Kanu. But said because the appeal court said the lower court had no jurisdiction, that they should go back for trial. They didn't condemn him for doing anything. His problem was justice for his people. And I asked the president, why don't you start somewhere? That's why I said Nnamdi Kanu is an identifiable quantity. Grant him, the appeal court has released him already. Grant him freedom, keep him in one place, and see whether 90% of the problem in the Southeast will not.
But he escaped. He escaped from.
Why did he escape? Before. The same Supreme Court said that his family compound was attacked and more than 27 people were killed.
Biafra, have you now seen the reason why I'm playing this tape? This Chief Dan Olas is a political advisor to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He can see the way he's doing his job. His voice is loud. And this is how some of the people China will ask you to attack the politicians. And he can even see even the journalists. The journalists don't use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jump bell anymore. Because the man was there to tell him no. He now say he escaped. He said yes, he escaped for his life. They don't use that jumping bell anymore. And guess what? Who got that judgment for us? The same white counsel, Barrister Ejimakor, got the judgment for us at Umari High Court. These are the things Barrister Ejimakor have done. But still yet, Chinas and Wankita will be sent his checker media worms to attack this man that have achieved a lot for us. Now let's continue with Olasi. Let's continue with him.
And he escaped. Supreme Court of Nigeria said it. Didn't you listen to the judgment? He was running for his life. They attacked his father's compound. And he escaped. That's why he left. So what I'm saying is that let us start somewhere with some experimentation. Now the government is holding him. Let's take a risk. I'm prepared to guarantee that risk the government will take. Because I discussed with him. And I float on the same level with him. You may not like his methodology, but he has a lot of common sense. Is Nnamdi Kanu responsible for what is happening in Plateau? With the bandits, with Boko Haram? It's everywhere. Is he responsible for the explosion in Ibadan? Everywhere. So why can't we start? You know, Igbos have a saying, if you have a lot of enemies surrounding you, you buy drinks for some. So that they are drinking, you face some others. When you finish with them, you come back to those who are drinking. You cannot face all enemies at the same time. That is what this country is pretending to do. Because what started as protests in the Southeast, it's all over the country now. Because you know, they will tell you we're on top of it. I called emergency meeting of all the security agents. We have been hearing this since Buhari. And what has changed? And we are still Nigerians, all Nigerians. I believe there must be something fundamental in the problems in this country that we can address. Dialogue. There will be no peace without dialogue. Give and take, no matter what it is. Somebody you're calling a bandit, it's somebody's son, it's somebody's daughter. We can approach if there is no complicity. If there's no complicity, at a very high level, it's not an impossible thing to sort out. But let us start somewhere. Let's use the Southeast as an example. Bring this young man out, keep him somewhere, and I'll tell you, you will not hear of kidnapping or anything. People are using his name to commit crimes in the Southeast because he's being held. And they can't understand why he's being held. Because he's talking of justice for his people. I don't know why the bandits are fighting. I'm not from Northeast or Northwest. They must have a reason. Nobody puts his life on the line just for the sake of putting it on the line. Whether the reason is justifiable or not, it is a reason.
All right, so
the government has to look into and discuss.
Absolutely. Okay, so talking about life on the.
So let me stop it here. So now, these are the work this man is doing. The one we see about the one about underground. The China Sawanketa, we told you guys to go and attack this man. Of course, I said it before. We know that we have some bad politicians, but not all of them. Those few ones that are still manageable, those few ones that are still speaking, those few ones that are still having the voice, we must be with them. We don't have to attack them or blackmail them. We don't have to. So will you tell me that this job Chief Dan Ulasi is doing, can you do it? Can your voice be loud like Chief Dan Ulasi going on AIT saying all this is? Can you do it? Can China Sawankita do it? The job the lawmaker is doing, can China Sawankita do it? But he asks you guys to go and attack this man. He asks you to go and attack this man. When you say that all hands must be on deck, him alone cannot do it. But with help of you guys, he will move. So I will stop it here because our golden voice is coming on I think 9:30 p.m. tonight. Now, let's address Emma Powerful. Emma Chicken. Can I address Emma Chicken? Emma Chicken. Emma Powerless. Either you be an Emma Powerless and Emma Chicken. Listen, Genti. When I go listen, Genti. Because he continue. Also, no way pota. Also, go and ask others. If you don't have a news to give, keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Therefore, you all know that when Aloy Ejimakor blocked that news that Supreme Court don't want to release the CTC, copy. Mazi Justin and Mafogunde all here Biafra. No, welcome, sir. No, when Speaker don't want to release it, no, Aloy Ejimakor broke the news out. Go and check that day. Aloy Ejimakor broke the news out. Everybody, we are on Twitter, we are on media talking about it, making it to go viral. Emma Powerless did not even try to talk about it. China Sawankita did not want to talk about it. Even Benjamin Madbugu did not want to talk about it. They all closed their mouth shut. It took them 24 hours. The next day, guess what? How they talk about it? Emma Powerless come to tell Biafrans that, that CTC was not released because out of the 5 judge, the 2 are with Nigeria government. The 3 did not accept the judgment. That is why they did not release it. And starting conk and book stories, and you gullible is buying that idea. You gullible followers is buying that idea. Just because they felt ashamed to take the information that Aloy Ejimakor bring out to tell Biafrans. They want to tell it in their own way. Telling you guys that the judges did not allow. That is why 3 of them did not sign it. Out of the 5, 2 signed it. 3 did not sign it. And that is why it's not. They have not released it. But today it has been released now. Today I'm going to release again. Today, when the list go the CTC. That's why I say take your time. Because that have closed the door. I've closed the door. We only have where we get our information, authentic information. Anything press release Madina want to shout is coming from White Counsel, Barrister Ejimakor. That's why I say you guys should go and follow Barrister Ejimakor on Twitter, on Facebook. It's very important. And if I want to give message, Prince Meme is there, Aloy Ejimakor is there. Mazin Nan Kennedy Gola Kaya we Megane, where Yazie the all. And one African and Nabo. Today, China's a world, there's nothing. Now the Ejikwa Mazin Nan Kanaju. He was telling you guys. He asked Mazin Nan the Kano. Is this Biafra? Is this IPOB a family business? Who are you? In Mazin Nan Kanaju. One Zedjuafo or Salichi Akamba. One Zedjuafo Salichi Akamba. When you were suspended in IPOB, it's not even Mazin Kano. It was a junior one, no, from Chika Paul Edoziem that was not our leader. Now you have the effort, they have the mind. If you're on you ask Mazin Kano, is this IPOB, is this problem a family business? That if you will come out, there will be a problem in IPOB. You guys are panicking because you don't know what will be the next. You guys are so amazed when you saw it on Vanguard that it's also our leader has disbanded his team. But ever before then, and he's coming on 27. Let's listen to him. Nonsense. And he must also confess. So, Biafrans, I think I will not take the next topic about the insecurity in the north because of time. Maybe tomorrow we will do only that tomorrow. The insecurity in the north. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We have a lot of videos we're going to play. You guys know me, all when I say things, I bring an evidence. Because this is media. Whatever you say will be there for you tomorrow. That's why anything I said, I must make sure I do what? I have the facts. I have the evidence. And I'm not master know-it-all. I'm here to be collected. So it is very, very important that everybody have to do what? Key in. IPOB have one commander. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. One commander and one command. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. You must obey every single instruction of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and you must obey the IPOB code of conduct. It's important. Maz, I think there's no time because in less than 8 minutes now, I'm winding up because Maz, our golden voice will be on. It's coming up on 9:30 Biafra time. So I'm winding down. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about the security in the north. So we have to do it together. So I'm sorry, Maz. There's no time. I'm winding down now. So Biafrans, you guys, let me recap what we talked today. We talk about the great work from the White Counsel, Barrister Ejimakor. We appreciate him and we pray that Chukwu Kabiama will lead him and his team the battle ahead, because all look at Nilu IR, and we talk about the problem that China Sanwo created, because Benjamin Madubug was talking about they made us to starting attacking ourselves. And I asked Benjamin Madubug, your idea, and you are with them. Now you know that Maznan can have shut the door. You are crying. So the message is there. We talk about the message we give to Emma Chicken, Emma Powerless. So these are the main topic what we click today. So I'm asking no go. Na ya dry na mma mbose ke mboso yi mbosa fa mbose nkwo. O ya dị nwoke ma o ya dị nwaanyị mma. Na onye ọbụla na-achọ ya ọnwụ ya eji na wezere mmiri, ma ọmụmụ egbu ngwu na mama dịrị ya nkọ, na ndụ ya dịrị anyị gbuo n'aka na mma mma, egbuo n'aka ekpe mma na ụzọ ya wụ ụzọ mmiri, ọma wụ ụzọ nkụ, na ụzọ nkụ na-echi echi, na anyị ya azụ ka afịa anya mana ka afịa, na anyị ya acha ka akwụ anya mada ka akwụ, na ndị bụ ndị enu ndị a ya echebe anyị, na obere egbu anyị egbu onwe ya, na ọmụmụ egbu ngwu na mama dịrị ya nkọ. Ọfụ ngọ ka ngọ n'isi anyị niile, ogo n'isi awali da maazị Nnamdi Kanu na mama ya emere anyị na-asị kwadoro anyị na mma mbọsị eke, mbọsị oyi, mbọsị nkwọ, afịa na Igbo n'azụ. Ndewonu. Bye bye. Please hit the like button, like the program, and share the program to your various group. No, thank you so much. Bye bye.